Have you ever faced fatigue, depression, anxiety, any of those feelings that you're just like not yourself right now? I know I was actually feeling that way myself. And sometimes I get that with the change of seasons. And I just did a fall detox. And I want to talk to you about that because it is such a secret that people don't often know about. That's what a secret is, I guess, or understand that what's really happening in your system is something that is a physical reaction to the it's a physical manifestation of the emotions. And we have stress responses that occur throughout our lives, throughout our days, and they actually like get held and tightened in the cellular tissue. So if you think about it, if you get really nervous or upset or worried about something, like your gut, your stomach actually tightens up sometimes. Well, the gut actually feels that tightening, and it's the same as if you have a stress response, and it can actually decrease the motility in the GI tract, and therefore your body doesn't function as well, and cortisol is released. Cortisol can be helpful in times of need for fight or flight, but if you think of being in fight or flight, it's like being in constant state of survival. So if you are under a lot of stress at work or stress at home or in your daily life, you will produce more cortisol, and the cortisol then creates more inflammation in the body, and inflammation turns into dis-ease, which dis-ease is translates into disease. So I wanted to share this because there's so much you can do in your daily life to help combat this. And I know it's not as easy to combat like stress in the workplace, or maybe you're stressed about financial concerns or your relationship or anything going on in your life. But there are measures you can take even in your diet that actually help change everything in your emotions. So just like as well in your emotions, as well as release other physical ailments and pain, and even help prevent and combat disease in the body. Yes, pretty crazy. Hello, hi from Florida. Great to see people jumping on. So this is really powerful to understand how the body and mind impact one another. So I wanted to talk to you about some daily things that we all do and don't recognize, that we're actually sabotaging ourselves and creating a higher release of the stress hormone. So for example, a few things that any of you might enjoy, which are cocktail, so any kind of, or wine, any kind of alcohol, any kind of tobacco, any kind of caffeine, your coffee, processed foods, of course, any of this, even consuming meat and dairy, at least in larger extents, especially, put strain and stress on the body, and therefore you have cortisol released, which puts you in that higher state of fight or flight. And I think so many of us live in a heightened state of fight or flight anyway, because we're trying to do it all today. Like, it's not like in the past where, our food was from the garden, so that was healthier. And maybe it was the woman taking care of the children and the man was out providing. No, both parents, or wherever in life, are doing it all. Like, we're doing the careers, we're doing the kids, we're taking care of the home, we're trying to keep ourselves like fit and healthy. And there's just like a big push to do it all. I know, as an entrepreneur and single mom and a person that's really drawn to fitness and seeing friends and having fun and just trying to do it all, traveling, to try to do it all in my life, it's an abundant life and it's a fulfilling life. And I love that. But sometimes it's a lot. And when it becomes a lot, I have to take a step back and recognize, like, what's causing this? What can I do to help turn this around, to help pivot, to help shift it? So as I've been working on that in myself in my own life, and I just did this amazing 5-day cleanse, I want to share with you just some things you can cut out of your own diet that are going to impact your daily response to life and business and children and partners and all those things that come up. Because if you keep doing the things that seem like they're making you feel better in the moment, it actually contributes to the problem and the problem gets worse. So, for example, if you're feeling like you need to chill out from the night at night from like a big stressful day of work, so you might have a beautiful glass of wine or a great cocktail, or margarita is one of my favorites. So it's no judgment, been there, done that, do that. But by doing that, you feel totally more relaxed like the first second, but 20 minutes later, your body starts to respond differently and it starts to go up. So you immediately like need another of whatever it was. And then you start to want more, so you can stay in that relaxed state. And then the body has to actually make up for it. So you might not sleep as well. And the next morning, that cortisol is released. So you're in this heightened anxiety. So you actually get anxiety like the next day after you've had cocktails, or it could be cocktails, it could be wine, it could be your diet, like with processed foods, it could be toxic people in your life, having too much on your plate. All of it has a similar response. And then you're worn out. So you do something to help you feel better in the moment. And then it works in that moment, right? So like, then you think this is the way to go. But then the next day, your body wants to make up for it. So you're a little more tired out. So you have the coffee or the caffeine, which actually contributes to putting your body again in that state of fight or flight. And we continue on this cycle of trying to do all the things and take in the substances that actually make it worse. And we never get to a state of calm and peace. Like, we live instead in the opposite, mostly in our society in America and so much around the world, in adrenal fatigue. And when the adrenals are fatigued, your immune system is compromised and you are at risk for, greater disease, obviously, or just like even the common cold, but any of it, no one wants to feel sick either. And then you still have to keep, in this cycle of like keeping up with everything. And now you don't feel well. And then you've got to do more. So I've got to have coffee or tea or something to keep me going. And then I'm exhausted by the end of the night. So I've got to do something to chill out. And then I'm putting more and more on my plate. Like, it's just, unfortunately, how so many of us are living, which is in a state of constant overwhelm and stress and going, doing. And when can we get back to being a human being? Like, just being. And that, if I haven't told you, by the way, I'm Tara Nolan from transformationtara.com. I'm really passionate about helping people to connect with their authentic truth so they can live happier, more fulfilled lives on their own terms. It's about creating success on your own terms so you can empower yourself to have the life that you absolutely love. So I really just want to see people get happier. And I believe that getting healthier is the path to greater happiness. And being happier can also contribute to bringing you a healthier life. So everything is intertwined, and even the food, drinks, I mean either cocktail drinks or caffeine, any of it, all of that is actually contributing to your overall happiness, because it can bring you heightened levels of stress and anxiety, taxing the body and putting it into this state of imbalance. And therefore, again, releasing the cortisol to try to put you in fight or flight, and it never stops. So thinking of all the things that you might be doing or taking in your body in life today, and how can you just like let go of those things and just like nourish your body with what's clean and cleansing. And I know it's hard because you get in a cycle, and I will tell you, it's harder at the beginning, and then you get used to it and you start to connect with that place of calm. And that's almost an addictive state in such a healthy, beautiful way. Like, I get in that state after yoga. I get in that state meditating. I get in that state going through my cleanse or detoxification programs. And I mean, detoxification programs, obviously, take all of that out of your system. So you're now in a clean state and your body is at a place of like not being taxed. So you actually heighten the immune system, feel more naturally energized. You avoid burnout in your career. You let go of that anxiety because you're now calm. You don't have this like anxiousness, and your central nervous system gets to come to a more, relaxed, even pace. And you fight that depression, sadness, anger, or frustration that might come up that happens. If you just think when you're like, "Oh, I'm stressed," right? You like feel in your shoulders, you feel in your gut. Well, not only your muscles and take a toll because it can like, that's why massage can help release when you get knots from the stress, but like your core feels it. That's why detoxing the GI tract and your intestines actually helps relieve stress. Yes, it helps promote like weight loss and so much else. Um, Weight loss, overall health, and higher energy. But can you imagine that detoxing is not just a physical thing? It actually helps mentally as well, and it's challenging while you do it because you're not used to it. Anyway, I hope that this helps someone here. If you are interested in this, or you have any questions about this, please leave something in the chat. I know how it is right now because I work with so many clients that are trying to do it all, and yet they want more in life, but more can seem overwhelming. And I am just suggesting, as transformationtarot.com, that if you consider what you can let go of in your life and you can get back to a place of connecting with what your heart and soul actually desires, and then you make space for something new. If you want some support in doing this, please join me this week. I have a really special event that I only do once a year. Go to 2dayswithtarot.com, use the number 2dayswithtarot.com, and join me right now for 2 half days. Move heaven and earth to make it happen. Change your schedule, take off work. I know you're like, I'm working, I've got this and this going on. You will transform your life because you will get greater clarity on where you want to go with your future. You will connect with your authentic self, understand your purpose and even your mission, personal mission statement in life. And you will learn how to serve other people with greater leadership skills, as well as even develop your own coaching or consulting program that can pay you dividends in return, obviously, for years to come. So if that speaks to you, go to 2dayswithtarot.com and please join me. You can always check us out on jointarot.live for free masterclasses I do once a month. I love seeing the comments come up. Yes, amen. So what you put in your body changes not only your health, but your mental attitude, and how you can release the negative emotions and retrain the brain. You actually create a healthier environment within the body. So Louise Hay is the owner and founder of Hay House. She started years ago. I forget the book that she first wrote. It's like something about healing the body with the mind, but really using the utilization of affirmations. I am. And doing this repeatedly actually puts these thoughts in your brain, and it's also a way to detoxify from negative emotions and negative thoughts and retrain your brain to think positively. So even if I see people on here, former clients, people I've worked with before in some way or capacity, way, shape, or form, are you still doing your affirmations? And do you notice a huge difference when you don't? Because it's a real thing. When you just right now, if you tell yourself 10 times in a row, I am happy, your mental state starts to change. And I remember one point in my life that I was really stressed out in the corporate world, and I didn't even know how to conceive of being like happy and healthy, but I was working on it. So I told myself every day, I would repeat, every day in every way, I am happier and healthier. Because I knew every day I was on my path. I am happier and healthier every day. So if that works for you, you can use mine. I am happier and healthier every day. And just putting those words in my mind helped me to start feeling it and making choices that aligned with that desired outcome. So you can choose, I am a wealthy woman, and you may start paying more attention to your finances and therefore creating that reality in your life. I am loved. I am connected to wonderful people. I am beautiful inside and out. Like whatever it is that you need, allow this, even if you don't believe it right now, like allow that to become an I am statement, and you will start to feel it. But you have to repeat it, and you have to, just say it again and again, and really tune into it. I am calm. When you don't feel calm, take a big breath. I am calm. I am confident and calm. And do it again and again and again. I'm telling you, by the third time, you're like, maybe. The first time, you're like, nope. Third time, maybe. The sixth time starts to sink in. By the 10th time you say it, if you say it 10 times in a row, you're really feeling quite a bit different. I mean, try it, practice this. Let me know how it works. So I'm a believer in affirmations. I don't think you can just say an affirmation, everything in your life changes, but I do believe that they are powerful. Your thoughts and words are powerful to create your reality. So consider that and think about what you're putting in your body and if it really serves you, and how you might be placing more stress on your central nervous system, and how can you answer in the chat, answer in the comments. What is one thing you can do to let go of one thing that is taxing your central nervous system, producing more cortisol, and therefore bringing more stress and fatigue on your body, putting you in that heightened state? What can you do to get yourself to a place of more calm? Because being in the calm state is the only place where you should be making decisions from. It is the only place where you can really connect with your truth, the authentic self. So with that, I will tune out, give you a reminder that it is this week for 2 half days. Go to 2dayswithtara.com and take this chance, take this risk, and put this time in and see where it leads you in life, because it will be 2 days that you never regret, that will change your life. And I know, because I've been doing this exact workshop for 6 years now, and the results always even blow my mind. So much love to you. Thanks for tuning in. Have a really awesome day. It's like the last day of summer up here. It is like warm and beautiful. So I'm going to go enjoy the water and close my day out. And take away my stress before my event comes up. Look forward to seeing you all there. Bye.